The top stories: Ministry of Trade and Regional Integration announces a steady surge in revenue from oilseed and pulse exports. And IGAD officials reiterated climate resilient infrastructure need to be built to tackle challenges the health sector faces. And welcome to EBC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism. With the news, I'm Tabitha John. To stay with us, a delegation led by the commandant of the Ethiopian Defense University, Brigadier General Kabedera Gasa, is on a working visit to Nigeria. The delegation visited the Nigerian Defense Headquarters and held discussions with the country's military officials. The Ethiopian military delegation also held talks with its West African nations' military officials on ways of strengthening bilateral and defense matters. The defense forces said that an agreement will be reached after extensive discussions between the two countries. It was noted that the Ethiopian delegation will visit Nigeria's defense institutions to explore further avenues for cooperation to further strengthen the cooperation between the defense forces of the two countries.
How can such a massive layer cake of volcanic rock shoot up from the Tanzanian plains and touch the clouds so high that its peak is snow-capped on the equator?
Our travelers often ask us, why the Serengeti? Arguably the world's best safari destination. The Serengeti National Park's sprawling savannas.
My mission over the next 3 days is to meet the Lit Plate tribe, see what other body modifications I can find, and attend a bull jumping ceremony, where one boy must pass the test to officially become a man.
Everybody's running, so we're running with them. Someone's about to get whipped, literally.
Like a warrior husband job, you know?
She her husband only one wife, she don't put anything else.
Oh, that's cute. It's beautiful.
Oh my God! Wow! Yeah. Guys, and there it is. You can see it with all its freaking might and power. It's fogging up all over the place. That right there is the most powerful waterfall in the world.
The Ministry of Trade and Regional Integration has announced a steady surge in revenue from oilseed and pulse exports. Export earnings from oilseeds and pulses hit $2.6 billion in the first 5 months of the 2024-25 fiscal year. Meanwhile, exporters reiterated to the government the need to address key bottlenecks related to logistics, finance, and regulatory systems. Koshumeliso reports.
Ethiopia holds significant potential in the production of oilseeds and pulses and has been making concerted efforts to become a global leader in the export of these commodities. However, there is still much to be done to fully benefit from the sector. The Ministry of Trade and Regional Integration held a consultative forum with the private sector to seek solutions for the bottlenecks and explore the prospects of the pulse and oilseed sector. The State Minister of Trade and Regional Integration, Yasmin Wabrabi, highlighted the government has made sweeping macroeconomic reforms to resolve foreign currency problems. In her opening remarks, she highlighted the surge in revenue from oilseeds and pulse exporters.
Ethiopia is registering significant growth in agricultural product exports. Oilseeds and pulses have played a significant role in increasing export earnings. After coffee and other agricultural products, the sector is expanding exponentially. In just the 5 months of 2024-25 fiscal year, revenues reached approximately $2.6 billion. To achieve even greater success, value addition to agricultural products is essential for enhancing competitiveness in the global market and maximizing revenue potential.
During the forum, private sector stakeholders raised logistical bottlenecks such as inadequate infrastructure, financing challenges, and regulatory hurdles as the major impediments to increase the volume and value of pearls and oilseed exporters.
The issue of logistics, the issue of supply of finance, the issue of security, regional security, Red Sea issues, the availability of transport, trucks, logistics, containers, are very crucial issues in moving cargo from one country to the other country. So the study clearly identified the challenges that are surrounding the Ethiopian export commodity. So it is well addressed and it is well communicated. And I hope the Ethiopian government is here, and I'm sure in order to enhance and increase Ethiopian export in terms of value and volume, one of the key areas that the government needs to intervene is improving the logistics and the transport sector. Yeah, and hopefully the government will work on that.
The president of Exporters Association IDOABD urged exporters in the sector to prepare themselves for the competitive global market in multifaceted areas.
One thing, the private sector need to be ready for the upcoming competition. Second, we need to enhance our companies, individual companies, in terms of utilizing technology, in terms of recruiting, highly skilled human resource. And third thing, we need to add value to our products so that we can sell better price to a better pay market, like European market, instead of going to cheap Asian market. We can sort it, we can focus on quality, we can add value and sell it to the European market.
Issues related to competitiveness were also highlighted. Additionally, researchers recommend to diversify export markets, strengthen input access, quality seed development, and modernize transport system, and to implement protective policies, emphasizing the need to explore alternative markets to boost export volumes.
60 years ago, Addis Ababa assumed a pivotal role as the beating heart of Africa, a status it continues to uphold today. This historic city, once the cradle of Pan-Africanism, is now a vibrant metropolis, undergoing a remarkable transformation. The Corridor Development Project has ushered in a new era, blending the city's rich heritage with cutting-edge modernity. Johannes van Dahun takes us through this reportage.
Urban development and city beautification are at the heart of Addis Ababa's ambitious vision to maintain its status as Africa's powerhouse. As the political and diplomatic epicenter of the continent, the city is undergoing a dynamic transformation that blends its historic legacy with modern innovation. From the state-of-the-art infrastructure projects to the creation of a vibrant public spaces, Addis Ababa is redefining urban excellence. These initiatives not only enhance the city's functionality and appeal, but also symbolize Ethiopia's commitment to fostering a forward-looking, inclusive metropolis that continues to inspire and lead on the African stage. The Corridor Development Project has reshaped Addis Ababa, starting with African Avenue, which connects the city's international airport to the iconic Wat Kilo Place. This majestic thoroughfare has become a symbol for the city's rapid urban renewal, reflecting its role as a diplomatic and economic hub. The historic African Hall, now restored to its former grandeur, stands as a testament to Addis Ababa's enduring legacy. It was here that Pan-African leaders first gathered to lay the groundwork for unity and solidarity, a tradition carried forward as the city hosts the annual African Union Summit. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, Addis Ababa has seen a renaissance in urban planning. Iconic projects like Shaggar Park, Unity Park, and Friendship Park are reshaping the cityscape, providing residents and visitors with world-class recreational spaces while preserving the city's cultural identity. The city's infrastructure has undergone a significant overhaul, with new corridors and state-of-the-art facilities transforming Addis Ababa into a global hub for international conferences and summits. This development not only enhances mobility but also positions the city as a top destination for business and tourism. Beyond its diplomatic and economic significance, Addis Ababa offers a unique blend of traditional African culture and international sophistication. Visitors can immerse themselves in the vibrant markets, explore ancient heritage sites, and enjoy the city's thriving art scene. As the corridor development project continues, Addis Ababa is solidifying its position as a global tourism and business powerhouse. With its strategic location, modern infrastructure, and rich cultural heritage, the city is poised to lead Africa into a new era of growth and connectivity.
Climate change and conflict is set to disrupt food production, distribution and access. Displacement is also causing people to miss out healthcare, including preventive care. Approached by ABC World, Intergovernmental Authority for Development officials reiterated that climate-resilient infrastructure needs to be built in order to tackle challenges the health sector faces. Tigasar Nisa has the following report.
Conflicts and climate change crises are said to exacerbate food insecurity and malnutrition crisis, and also disease outbreak risks by driving displacement, disrupting health services and infrastructure across nations. Approached by ABC World, Intergovernmental Authority for Development IGAD officials reiterated that climate-resilient infrastructure needs to be built in order to tackle challenges that the health sector faces.
We are taking it from two points of view. One, on health emergency, disease-related, because there are a lot of diseases, waterborne disease, vector-borne disease like malaria. But now malaria is increasing. In some area, we didn't see malaria before. We are now seeing cases. On the other side, on the health system, as I mentioned, the facility, the infrastructure. If we want to build now, we have to build a climate-resilient facility so that to be protected from this impact in the future. And with commodity supplies, training of the health staff, all these are related also because without development of the skills of the health worker, they might not be able also to help us into the addressing the impact of the climate. So it is one of our big agenda.
Some of the issues that we're looking into is the cross-border issues, making sure that at the points of entry, we have built the capacity to detect as well as respond to some of the emergencies that may arise. We have the right systems in place, we have the right plans in place, so that there's a new capacity build and new ways of thinking, more innovative ways of thinking in terms of how we can actually handle all these cases. So all these matters or all these issues, if you look at them, they're actually interrelated. So that is why the focus has to be building systems so that the systems are able to handle whatever emergencies that we face as nations.
They further added that in order to come up with best solutions, health emergency preparedness and cross-sectoral efforts need to be put in place.
One of the focus areas that we are looking at is to prepare what we are calling health emergency preparedness and response plans. So you anticipate, what if we encounter this challenge? How can we respond? And there's also a component of doing simulation, like you act. Imagine there's an emergency, can we do what we are supposed to do? So that is something we need to all work on. Yeah, we need to prepare ourselves as if tomorrow we'll have that event. So capacity building, development of emergency response plans, and maybe even setting aside some resources for us to, resources and commodities and medicines in the event of such an event.
There are several ways to look at it. One of them is to work across sectors, so strengthening multi-sectoral collaboration. Because, for instance, we know that access to water, safe water and sanitation, it is not just a health issue. It goes beyond the health sector.
So we need to work across sectors and work together. And that is why we are also talking of the concept of the One Health approach to everything, which combines all sectors in trying to address some of the issues that we are facing, whether it be antimicrobial resistance or whether it be any other issue that we are facing, including water and sanitation. So that is one way of doing it, and it has been proven to work because now you'll have even more resources available to you to be able to address those issues.
Recent studies suggested that in many parts of the African continent, inadequate sanitation, poor access to clean water, and inadequate healthcare infrastructure make it difficult to prevent and control the spread of diseases such as malaria, HIV/AIDS, and tuberculosis.
You're watching ABC The Top Stories. Ministry of Trade and Regional Integration announces a steady surge in revenue from oilseed and pulse exports. And IGAD officials reiterated climate resilient infrastructure need to be built to tackle challenges the health sector faces. That's all we had for now. I'm Tabitha Dominic. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.